Ambrosia's here. I'm going to give an update here in California. A reservoir not too far from Yosemite National Park. And anyway, I'm really dragging my body these days. Having better days. I've been in chronic illness for over 6 years and with a transformed migraine, but um, it's in the process of healing. Sometimes I have a lot of fatigue, and then and the pain is less in my head. So it's interesting how that flip flops sometimes. I'm kind of in one of those modes, though there is still some pain there. But there's some gradual improvement. I actually went all day yesterday without any pain relief until the evening. It was partly due to necessity, though, because we got moved out of a spot where we were at. So you can see this is our rig behind us. So we're a full-time family, and we have a 38-foot RV, and we're a family of 6. So it's big, and it makes it difficult to find places, especially here in California. We were visiting a friend north of Sacramento, and surprisingly, this neighborhood had really large streets, but we were a little bit longer than his yard. We would stick out into blocking part of his driveway, which he didn't mind. He said we can park up there, but I didn't want to be in the way and have someone complain because of our slides there, and it would just take up too much space. So try to be considerate, but there's a nice large place right behind his yard, his backyard, out of the way. It's kind of a drain area for the neighborhood, but it's just really dry there. So we parked there to be close to him, and but somebody complained and asked the police to tell us to move. Even though I explained it to the police. We were there visiting the friend, but people just don't have much tolerance for big rigs like that. Behind me. Here in California, we get lumped into a group of homelessness, and I can kind of see why, though. Because look at the trash here. I mean, not just the trash, but this right here. This is not toilet paper. These are wipies. They don't decompose. And look at them thrown all around here. And so some people have lived here, and I guess stay here for a little bit and kind of trash the place. So I guess that's a problem that creates some animosity towards people who are living full time. Someone's watching from Spain. That's awesome. We're in California, and we're a family of 6 out of Missouri. So we're living full time in an RV, and just seeing this beautiful reservoir here, not too far from Yosemite National Park. That's our next destination, and we hope to be there soon. We didn't plan to be here, although it's really nice pull out, and it's legal to park here overnight. So spots we were able to find. And sometimes you have to find things on the fly. So we got here after dark last night because we got moved out of that spot. The police told us we had to go, even though we're visiting our friend right behind his house, out of the way of everybody. Look at this. Some of this stuff here is too bad. It's a beautiful state. They have a major homeless problem that they've created. I guess, it's a nice state for homeless to go to. They can survive outdoors and not freeze to death. But there's a lot of compassionate and kind people here too. But there's also a lot of animosity toward people in that predicament. And it's sad. But because then, it makes it hard for everybody else just to park where there's space available and see a few things, visit friends. That's what we're doing. And man, I'm reading some Spanish down. I'm a little bit Spanish illiterate. I mean literate, but looks like we have yeah. Anyway, good to see you guys. Thanks for tuning in. We're gonna see Yosemite. We'll be here about 10 more days. Then the plan is to move probably south Utah. We want to see Zion National Park. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. I've heard and seen from photos. If it's warm enough, we'll make our way there and spend a short time, and then probably go down to Arizona. Now I'm hoping that people will meet up with us in Arizona. We have a few friends out there, and some might be heading that direction. It'd be nice to kind of get together. There's some places near Tucson where there's lots of parking, and we're fully sustainable. We got 3,000 watts solar. We have a lot of battery power. Um, so it's we didn't do this so that we can pay $90 to $120 a night at an RV park, which is what it costs here in California. 80 to 120 probably is the average for most RV parks. And we want to be out in nature and enjoy things and not have to spend it that way. So we invested a little up front to do that, solar and batteries, and we like it. It's a little bit harder lifestyle. We have to conserve water a lot when we're on the road like this, but it's doable, and it's really enjoyable especially for the kids that get to see a lot of things, seeing a lot more than I got to see when I was young. And so yeah, Utah, then Arizona. That's the plan. I'm hoping that if you're watching this and you're wanting to meet up, have some good fellowship. We're thinking near Tucson, there's a good BLM land there here by December. We like to meet up and have some time with some folks and just enjoy each other's company, enjoy time with the Lord as well, with each other, have good fellowship, encourage one another. And this is the life we want to lead. We don't want to live in a bubble. We want to have fellowship with other people. I believe we're all meant to do that, especially in the body of Christ. So anyway, if you're seeing this and you're wondering where to go to next, and you want to, and in December. It's not 100%. We change our plans sometimes, but that's kind of the general direction we're looking right now. Um, yeah, we'll breathe a sigh of relief when leaving here. It's just very difficult in a large RV. They have too many homeless issues and animosity, it seems. I mean, it's like 1 out of 100 people. There's so many, 1 out of 100. It just kind of puts the damper on the experience. We don't like that. And we don't like people to be upset at us just for existing and being somewhere out of people's way. So move on. But anyway, farewell to California in a little while. We're going to see Yosemite first, so stay tuned. We'll bring you some footage from Yosemite National Park, and then you guys can look out of the national parks we've been to so far. We've been doing this for years now, almost 2.5. And we just had this bigger 38-foot RV for maybe 4 or 5 months, something like that. So I think we're kind of settled in our situation. How it goes on the road, got to be ready to do that. Hope you guys are having a great week, and we'll bring you some updates. It might be about a week when we hit up Yosemite, or we might wait to that following weekend, like a Saturday or something, or not. I don't know. When you're on the road and you're doing homeschooling, we can kind of do it when we need to. We don't want to take up too much school time, though. We would like the kids to kind of catch up and stay up on that. But anyway, we're probably about 20 or 30 miles from Yosemite National Park here in California. We might cross over that we haven't stayed in yet, and that will kind of complete our western states here. But anyway, hope you guys have a great week, and that's kind of where we're at. Yeah, it's just really annoying when people complain about others existing near their area, out of their way, and stuff. But you know, when you look around and see this trash on the ground like this, you kind of can understand that. But I don't think that this rig looks like that type of rig. Actually invested a lot of money in that to be sustainable. But anyway, you guys have a blessed week, and hopefully we'll get some really cool updates and show you some cool pictures of video of Yosemite National Park next. So stay tuned for that, and let me know if you have any questions about full-time RV living. I did a video just a week ago about that, and you can probably have some of those answered there, and then I might talk about it a little bit more if you're thinking about it. All right, have a good one, guys.